Hi everybody! I'm back today talking about the medicinal purposes of shampoo ginger, also known as in Hawaiian, Awapuhi ginger. Some people call her Pinecone ginger. She has lots of various names, but I want to share with you the medicinal purposes because I promised you that. But if you didn't check out my previous video on how to make shampoo from this flower itself, it takes 10 seconds to make, and it's so fabulous for your hair. Go check it out. It's so worth it. Anyhow, let's talk about the medicinal uses today. First, she's originally from Southeast Asia. So think Malaysia, India, and then later introduced to the Hawaiian Islands. This is actually a keiki, which means like a young plant. Here she is with the flower, and then of course without. If I was to dig up the root or the rhizome, I'm not going to today because she's not very well established yet and she needs some more time. This wouldn't be my plant of choice. But if I was to dig up her root, it's gonna look just like a traditional ginger root. The flavor will be a little bit different. Most people describe it as bitter. I think traditional ginger has a little bit of a zing to it. But I like the flavor of this ginger, and maybe it's because I know how highly medicinal she is, but I think it's quite lovely and unique. But let's talk about the medicinal uses. So if you came to me with a stomach ache, I would dig up the root, boil it in hot water, and ask you to drink just the root with hot water itself on an empty stomach to relieve stomach pain. If you had a toothache, I would do the same thing, boil the root, and then ask you to apply that onto the affected tooth to relieve tooth pain. Know that the rhizomes have been proven to have anti-cancerous properties, not approved by the FDA, but so do your own research. But lots of research articles out there that prove that she does have highly anti-cancerous effects, and especially at attacking the cancerous cells. So if you're like me and you have had cancer before, or you're at high risk, highly recommend introducing this into your diet, daily diet, I would say. And then the leaves themselves. If I was to just simply remove the leaf, and if you're not a vegetarian and you were grilling or cooking, any sort of pork or fish, you can take the leaf and just simply wrap it around and the infusion of flavors will come through. If you had an open wound and even arthritic joint pain, warm the leaves to make like a poultice so they're warm and wet. Apply to the affected area. So say that you had an open wound on your finger or you have arthritic joint pain in your hands, you just apply it and leave it on while it's warm for as long as possible. And it's been proven to relieve joint pain and aid in healing of open wounds. How amazing. The leaves, this plant I think is so beautiful because they have like a waxy feel. And it's the same for the flower itself. It's very waxy, very hardy. So I love using this in floral arrangements because I know it's gonna last for several days. And table dressing, tablescapings as well. And if you are going to grow her, say that you're thinking that you want to try to introduce her into your garden. I had a viewer ask me a question about that. She is a tropical plant, so know that. I personally have found most success in planting her in partial sun and shade. You can even see how she's growing here underneath the canopy of the trees. A lot of people will plant her in direct full sun and her leaves will become curled and scorched and she's not happy. So I say partial sun and shade and with really rich composted soil, and she likes a lot of water. So if you're not going to get a lot of water in that area, plan on giving her a lot of water. If her leaves start curling up, she's talking to you, telling you she's not happy and to please give her more water. So anyhow, other than that, she's not finicky at all. And again, super hardy. And I think she's just a true beauty queen because of all of her medicinal purposes. The roots being able to be used, the leaves, the flower, How incredible. And she's just beautiful. So I hope that maybe was some knowledge for you. I don't know. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and aloha. Take care. See you soon.